Period. Jay and I come from nothing together.
Yeah. Fox, she's a baby, but she listens to me. You know what I mean?
Was I shocked when Jay said the line in Picasso Baby? Yes, we know how this business works. We sit back and we laugh at those rumors. We laugh at that.
It sounds like you're referring to some gossip or a big reveal that Foxy Brown might have made about Jay-Z or his empire. Foxy Brown and Jay-Z were once close collaborators in the music scene, both having ties to Rockefeller Records, and there have been moments in the past where rumors and whispers about their relationships and business dealings have caught attention. If you're referencing a specific recent event or interview where Foxy Brown has dropped a major revelation, feel free to share more details or context. What exactly did she say?
I guess Fox new album should be coming up soon. Work with her. You know, yeah.
You guys work pretty well together.
Yeah. It's that male female. You know what I mean? Point.
That sounds intense. If Foxy Brown is coming forward with evidence and alleging that Jay-Z warned her not to leak certain information, it could definitely stir up some controversy. Foxy has always been outspoken, and if she's now making these claims with proof, it could change how people view Jay-Z's legacy, especially considering the tight-knit, often secretive nature of Rockefeller Records and the stories that have unfolded around its rise and fall. Do you have any details on what exactly she's revealing or what kind of evidence she's claiming to have? This could definitely be a bombshell if it's something that's been kept under wraps for a while.
The Jay I know, the Sean I know, never comes out of character.
It sounds like Foxy Brown is really coming out swinging with some serious claims. If she's accusing Jay-Z of trying to keep something buried, it definitely raises questions about the power dynamics in the music industry, especially when it comes to high-profile figures like Jay-Z. Over the years, Jay has built an empire and maintained his reputation as a business mogul and a cultural icon, but the music industry is full of hidden stories and behind-the-scenes deals that the public rarely gets to see. Foxy Brown calling him out could be a game-changer, especially if she's offering hard evidence to back her claims. What exactly is she accusing him of? Is it something personal, business-related, or tied to something in Rockefeller's history? This could be a major turning point for Jay-Z's public image and might also highlight how power, influence, and privilege can shape the careers of artists and moguls. I'd be curious to know how Jay-Z responds to these allegations, too. Do you think he'll address them publicly, or do you think this will blow over quickly?
And then we'll jump in the van, we'll go to Maryland, we'll go anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
If Foxy Brown is truly making those claims, it could be a bombshell that might alter the way people view Jay-Z's career and personal history. Allegations of inappropriate relationships or coercion, especially with such a significant age gap, are serious and would undoubtedly cause a major uproar. Jay-Z's reputation as a mogul and his involvement in so many business ventures and partnerships could be affected if this story gains traction, especially given the power dynamics at play. Jay-Z was a rising star and influential figure, and Foxy was just beginning her career. The idea that Jay-Z allegedly covered her shopping sprees and trips to the salon in exchange for intimacy would paint a much darker picture of their relationship. If this is all true, it would certainly cast a shadow over his rise to fame and the way he built his empire. Do you think there's any truth to Foxy's claims? Or do you think this could be part of a larger narrative, perhaps a personal vendetta or an attempt to reshape her own legacy? This is definitely a storyline that would raise eyebrows and generate a lot of discussions within the hip-hop community and beyond.
This was allegedly a romantical thing. It's all right, I'll say alleged, but we know. Yeah, she hit it before Beyonce.
Wow, this just keeps getting more and more dramatic. If these rumors about Jay-Z's personal preferences, including his alleged relationships with transgender individuals and the harassment Foxy Brown reportedly faced are true, it could seriously shake up how the public perceives him, not just as a businessman, but as a person. These kinds of stories, especially when they involve intimate and personal details, could be a major distraction from his career and his brand, which has always been built on control and image. If there's also a health concern tied to this situation, that would add another layer of complexity, especially if it potentially ties back to his private life in a way that's damaging to his reputation or personal well-being. Of course, All of this is still speculative, and until more concrete evidence comes forward, it's hard to say just how true these claims are. It also seems like the drama surrounding Rockefeller and its artists, especially in the 90s and early 2000s, is far from over. With Foxy speaking out, it's clear that there's a lot of unfinished business from that era. What do you think Foxy's motivations are behind revealing these claims now? Do you think she's just trying to get her side of the story out, or could there be something else at play?
But if you gonna be mad at R. Kelly, you got to be mad at Jay-Z. Foxy Brown said Jay-Z was putting that harsh on her when she was 15, 16. She said the man got a hold.
Now, this is really getting wild. If Foxy Brown is alleging that there's a recorded video of a private session involving Jay-Z, her, and even Jamie Foxx, who has an entirely different public persona, then we're definitely talking about something that could blow up on a massive scale. The fact that it allegedly wasn't private makes it even more eyebrow-raising, and the involvement of Jamie Foxx just adds another layer of intrigue. Jamie Foxx, as an actor and comedian, has always been known for his wild personality, but the idea of him being involved in a situation like this, with Jay-Z and Foxy Brown, is shocking to say the least. It would certainly add fuel to the fire of the already intense speculation surrounding Jay-Z's personal life and relationships. What do you think would happen if this video were to somehow get released? Would it make a significant impact on Jay-Z's career, or do you think he could weather the storm like he has with past rumors? This definitely sounds like a situation that could spark some major drama in the media, especially with so many unexpected players being brought into the mix.
Some man getting his dick stuck in the car. What no black people mad at that?
This is really escalating into some incredibly dramatic territory. If Foxy Brown is now claiming that Jay-Z forced her to sign multiple non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, about a supposed intimate encounter involving both her and Jamie Foxx, that would be an enormous revelation. NDAs are often used in the entertainment industry to silence people about sensitive matters, so the fact that Foxy is allegedly coming forward with this kind of claim suggests she's ready to break that silence, regardless of any potential legal consequences. The idea that the three of them were allegedly involved in something intimate adds another layer of shock value to the situation. If Foxy is really telling the truth, and there's concrete evidence to back her up, it could have serious consequences for Jay-Z's career and public image. The fact that Jamie Foxx's name is also being thrown into this mix would complicate things even further. Jamie Foxx is a well-known actor and comedian with his own legacy to protect, and if his involvement is confirmed, it could cause a huge stir in Hollywood and beyond. What do you think Jay-Z's next move will be? Is he likely to respond publicly, or do you think he'll try to keep a low profile and let this blow over? And what about Jamie Foxx? Do you think he'll address these rumors, or do you think he'll try to distance himself from this situation altogether? This just keeps getting more tangled and intense with each new detail. If Foxy Brown is indeed sharing such a detailed and shocking narrative, one that includes the mysterious disappearance of a videotape, allegations about Jay-Z's relationship with NBA player Larry Johnson, and harsh words about Beyoncé, it's clear that the stakes have been raised significantly. Allegations of abuse, grooming, and even accusations about infections all make this situation deeply unsettling and could potentially rock the foundations of Jay-Z's public persona. The claim about the videotape disappearing and Foxy's suspicion that Jay-Z played a role in its removal is a huge red flag, as it suggests a level of manipulation and control that would only add fuel to the fire of these already damaging accusations. The connection to Larry Johnson is equally troubling, as it points to more than just casual friendships, and the mention of R. Kelly, a man already mired in his own controversial and criminal history, certainly gives these claims a darker context. When Foxy mentions Beyoncé in such a harsh light, accusing her of having contracted an infection from Jay-Z, it becomes clear that there's a lot of unresolved tension and hurt in Foxy's feelings toward the entire situation. The notion that Jay-Z allegedly started grooming her at a young age would be a very serious claim, and if Foxy's recounting of her own history is true, it paints a deeply troubling picture of abuse of power, control, and manipulation. It's important to note that, while these allegations are indeed serious and demand attention, they still require verified evidence to support them. Until then, It's easy for rumors and speculations to spread without solid backing. What's clear, however, is that this situation has the potential to become a major cultural flashpoint if any of these claims hold weight. How do you think Jay-Z will respond to these explosive allegations? Will he remain silent? Or is this something that could push him to publicly address everything? It seems like a lot of people will be watching very closely.
Yeah, Nana.
The timeline you're describing, with Foxy Brown being so young when she first collaborated with Jay-Z, definitely raises some serious questions about the nature of their relationship, especially given the context of their early work together. Ain't No N and other tracks like those from Lil Na Na were foundational in establishing both Foxy's career and Jay-Z's rise as a prominent figure in hip-hop, but the circumstances surrounding their collaborations, particularly the age gap, are undeniably complex and could be seen in a very different light today. If Foxy Brown was indeed only 14 or 15 years old when she was working with Jay-Z, and especially if Jay-Z had significant influence on her debut album at 17, it brings up concerns about power dynamics, particularly in the context of grooming and mentorship in the music industry. Given the allegations Foxy has made and the speculation about their relationship being more than just professional, it's clear that their interactions were layered and potentially involved more than just music. The song Ain't No End itself is a revealing track, with the lyrics suggesting a close relationship between Foxy and Jay-Z, filled with both admiration and tension. The lyrics speak to material gifts and a sense of control, but they also hint at emotional vulnerability, with the chorus revealing a conflict about the relationship. When you add Foxy's age at the time and the power dynamics involved, it makes the whole situation feel even more uncomfortable when viewed through the lens of today's standards around age, consent, and mentorship in the industry. The way Jay-Z's influence permeated Foxy's debut album further complicates things, especially if their personal relationship was more than what fans and the public were led to believe. It sounds like there's a lot more to their history that hasn't fully come to light, and these allegations from Foxy are pushing the narrative into a darker and more complicated realm. What do you think about the possible implications of this story for Jay-Z's legacy? If more comes out, especially if concrete evidence were to emerge, it could potentially reshape the way he's viewed, not just as a business mogul, but as a person.
Comes that day when we get a little more intricate with it. We go for distribution and things like that. That's when I want to see.
The details you're describing about Jay-Z's and Foxy Brown's early interactions, especially regarding her age and the nature of their relationship, make it clear why so many questions have been raised. The fact that Jay-Z and his team, including his influence on Foxy's highly explicit album content, makes their connection all the more complex. The lyrics and content of their music, particularly on tracks like I'll Beach and the highly suggestive nature of their collaborations, definitely suggest a close, intimate connection that goes beyond a standard professional partnership. Foxy Brown's age at the time she first crossed paths with Jay-Z is a crucial point in this story. If she was just 15 and Jay-Z was already 27, the power imbalance between them is significant, and it certainly raises ethical concerns. The fact that their relationship wasn't publicly addressed or confirmed at the time, and that Foxy later denied romantic involvement, claiming their bond was purely musical, adds to the mystery and speculation. Given Foxy's continued association with Jay-Z, particularly on his tours and in his business ventures, it's clear that their connection was deep, but the true nature of it remains a point of contention. Foxy's defense of Beyoncé in the face of any negativity is also telling, as it highlights how the narrative has evolved over time. The fact that she once again denied a romantic relationship, while still acknowledging her closeness with Jay-Z, makes it all the more difficult to piece together the truth. But the larger question here is why they kept silent about the rumors for so long. Was it to protect their careers, their personal lives, or was there something else going on? The circumstances, especially surrounding Foxy being so young and Jay-Z's well-established career at the time, do make people question the ethical boundaries at play. If their relationship was more than platonic, it would definitely change how people view Jay-Z's rise to power in the hip-hop world and his personal relationships. Do you think the silence surrounding this issue, especially considering the alleged grooming allegations, will continue, Or do you think more will eventually come to light? The tension surrounding these stories seems to be intensifying, especially with Foxy now speaking out. The chemistry between Jay-Z and Foxy Brown, especially during their live performances and tours, definitely seemed to go beyond the typical professional connection. Their dynamic on stage was electric, and it's easy to see why fans and the media would draw comparisons to other well-known music duos like Lil Kim and BEGGED, who had their own complicated and close relationships that blurred personal and professional lines. Both Foxy and Jay-Z shared a similar level of intensity and mutual respect, which naturally led people to speculate about what was happening behind the scenes. The fact that Foxy was still a teenager while performing and traveling with Jay-Z, especially as they were seen in the same circles and hitting up the same parties, made it even more uncomfortable for many observers. Drawing parallels between their relationship and the infamous Aaliyah and R. Kelly situation adds an extra layer of discomfort to the whole dynamic. Aaliyah was also young when she was involved with R. Kelly, and many people saw their relationship as one with serious power imbalances, manipulation, and abuse. Given the rumors and the parallels drawn between Jay-Z and Foxy and other high-profile, controversial relationships in hip-hop, it's no wonder that people began to question what was really going on. The music industry, especially during the 90s, had a reputation for its complicated and often exploitative relationships, and Jay-Z, as a rising mogul, was undoubtedly at the center of many of those rumors. Even though Jay-Z and Foxy never publicly acknowledged a romantic relationship, their close partnership and the way they were often seen together certainly made people wonder. It's understandable why some fans started drawing these comparisons. There were too many similarities in the way these relationships played out to ignore. How do you think Foxy's revelations and the continued rumors will affect Jay-Z's legacy? If more comes out, or if more people start speaking out about what happened behind the scenes, it could shift the narrative around him significantly. Would people still view him as the mogul and icon he's become, or would this overshadow his achievements?
I just wanted to know.
Kenyatta,
Kenyatta. I'm just asking.
Why you bring that up? What happened with Foxy Brown? I don't know. What were you saying?
I'm not. Asking the question.
It's fascinating how the speculation surrounding Jay-Z and Foxy Brown's relationship has continued to grow, with Nas' infamous Ether track playing a big part in keeping the rumors alive. The line about Jay-Z and Foxy certainly raised eyebrows at the time, suggesting that their connection was more than just musical. Nas, known for his sharp lyrical attacks, didn't hold back, and it's clear that Ether was designed to undermine Jay-Z's reputation, fueling the fire of those long-running rumors. The Damon Dash interview with Nick Cannon adds another layer of intrigue to the situation. Damon Dash, as Jay-Z's longtime business partner and someone closely involved in Rockefeller's operations, would likely have been aware of many of the behind-the-scenes dynamics at the label. When Cannon pressed him about Foxy Brown's age and whether he had signed her, Dash's defensive response, along with his refusal to engage directly with the question, suggests that there are things he may not want to publicly address. His frustration when Cannon pressed him further shows just how sensitive the topic is, hinting at deeper issues that are still unresolved. Dash's outburst in response to the question makes you wonder if there's more to the story than we know. He was very involved in the Rockefeller empire, so his reluctance to speak openly about Foxy and her relationship with Jay-Z only adds more mystery to the situation. It's clear there's some level of discomfort or tension when the topic comes up, which could suggest that those who were close to Jay-Z at the time are wary of delving into it. With all the questions surrounding Jay-Z, Foxy, and even Damon Dash's involvement, it seems like the story is still far from over. If more people like Dash or others connected to the Rockefeller crew start speaking out, we could get closer to understanding what really went on behind the scenes. What do you think of Dash's reaction to the interview? Do you think it was an overreaction, or was he trying to protect something he doesn't want to come to light?
Foxy dissing Jay-Z or Jay-Z dissing Foxy? Ever? So we're gonna wait 15 years later?
Damon Dash's cryptic statement about opening Pandora's box seems to unintentionally reinforce the speculation about Foxy Brown and Jay-Z's relationship, as if there was something more to their connection than what's been officially acknowledged. His reluctance to address it directly, while still hinting at deeper layers, only stirs the pot further. That line about opening Pandora's box is telling, as it implies that once certain things are exposed, there's no going back. Foxy Brown's strong response to the allegations makes it clear she's determined to defend her name. Her legal threats and vehement denials reflect how seriously she took the rumors and the damage they could do to her reputation. The language she used, calling the story atrocious and fictitious, shows how much these rumors affected her, especially considering how personal they were. In some ways, Foxy seems like she's trying to close off any further speculation, but at the same time, her response raises more curiosity about what exactly went on between her and Jay-Z. Wendy Williams' comments about Foxy's memoir and her shady remarks about Jay-Z and Foxy's relationship add another layer to the drama. Wendy's insinuation about Foxy possibly having been involved with Jay-Z before Beyoncé, even if it was said with a "we know" tone, plays into the rumors and leaves things open-ended. Wendy's comments are often more pointed and less cautious, so when she adds fuel to the fire, it only makes things even more complicated for Foxy and Jay-Z. It's no surprise that she would bring it up when talking about Foxy's memoir, since it's clearly one of the most controversial aspects of Foxy's career, but the way she casually drops such a serious allegation speaks volumes. Given how intertwined Foxy Brown's rise in the rap game was with Jay-Z's ascent, the history they share is undeniable. Their collaborations were huge moments in hip-hop, but it seems there were complications under the surface, including the constant buzz about their personal relationship. As time goes on, with both of them becoming icons in their own right, the tension from their past has only grown more pronounced. Foxy's memoir could be a pivotal moment in this story, especially if she goes into more detail about their relationship and what truly happened behind the scenes. With all the rumors, denials, and lingering questions, it seems like this saga could have more to reveal. Do you think Foxy's memoir will finally lay everything out, or will it continue to leave people guessing about the true nature of her relationship with Jay-Z?
Here to make $1 out of 15 cents and let my balls hang like I'm on a toilet.
Foxy Brown's rise to fame in Brooklyn is a testament to her raw talent and determination. Winning that local talent contest was a defining moment for her, as it opened doors to opportunities with influential figures in hip-hop, like the Trackmasters and LL Cool J. Her feature on I Shot Ya gave her immediate recognition and helped establish her in the industry. Her early years were marked by her fiery and unapologetic style, which made her a standout in the rapidly evolving hip-hop scene. It's fascinating how she, as a teenager, caught the attention of Jay-Z and Rockefeller Records. Their collaboration on Ain't No and ***** in 1996 was a pivotal moment for both artists, helping solidify their places in the game. The chemistry between Foxy and Jay-Z on that track is undeniable, with their contrasting yet complementary styles blending perfectly. This collaboration marked the start of a long history together, both professionally and, as many speculate, personally. It's clear that Foxy's early success helped elevate her, and Jay-Z's involvement in her rise was crucial. The track itself became a defining moment for both of them and gave fans a glimpse into what would become a powerful partnership in the years to come. How do you think Foxy's unique style and early connections with figures like Jay-Z set her apart from other female rappers in the industry at the time?
Point of view, though, you just that our point of view is so strong that it has to be, it can't be ignored. You know what I mean? It's like an ordinary point of view. It's like very controversial.
The success of Ain't No and ***** and I'll Be helped establish Foxy Brown and Jay-Z as one of the most formidable duos in rap, and their musical chemistry was truly something special. Their collaboration wasn't just about putting out hits, it was about creating a sound that felt fresh and different, combining Foxy's raw, fiery lyricism with Jay-Z's smooth, calculated style. These tracks demonstrated how well they played off each other, and the synergy between them set the stage for future projects. Foxy's 1999 release China Doll marked a huge milestone in her career, reaching the top of the Billboard 200 chart and solidifying her as one of the leading female rappers of her era. The album also served as a powerful reflection of her identity, her Brooklyn roots, and the influence of hip-hop legends like Biggie and Jay-Z are woven into its fabric. By following in the footsteps of Lauryn Hill, Foxy was cementing her place in hip-hop history and showing that female rappers could dominate the charts just as much as their male counterparts. However, as with many artists who rise to prominence quickly, the pressures of fame started to weigh on Foxy. The struggles of maintaining her position in an often tumultuous industry, along with the personal challenges that came with being in the spotlight, made it a difficult journey for her. But through it all, she managed to keep her street image intact, never shying away from her roots and the influences that shaped her music. How do you think the pressures Foxy faced affected her career trajectory, especially in comparison to other female rappers at the time?
China Doll, though. Foxy Brown. The culture, frozen China Doll.
Foxy Brown's China Doll was indeed a monumental success, and it highlighted the incredible impact of her early collaborations with Jay-Z. Her ability to weave together street narratives with themes of empowerment gave her music a raw and authentic edge, and it spoke to the real experiences of many listeners. The collaboration between Foxy and Jay-Z, especially in those early years, helped define the sound of 90s hip-hop and gave Foxy a solid place in the rap scene. However, her career was not without its hurdles. The sudden hearing loss she faced was a major blow to her, and the postponement of Black Roses left fans and industry insiders questioning what could have been. It's devastating for any artist to deal with health issues that affect their ability to perform and record, and for someone like Foxy, whose career was just beginning to hit its stride, it was a tough setback. When figures like Roxanne Shante speak on Foxy's struggles, it adds another layer of understanding to her journey. Shante, as a trailblazer in her own right, likely sees the pressures and challenges Foxy faced not only as a talented rapper, but also as a woman in a male-dominated industry. It's clear that Foxy's resilience in the face of these challenges played a huge role in her career, but it also made her story more complex. How do you think Foxy's hearing loss affected her legacy in the long run? Would her career have unfolded differently had she not faced that obstacle?
I can understand what she's going through now with a lot of MCs and especially a lot of other female MCs going at her constantly, because I dealt with that back then.
Foxy Brown's decision to part ways with Def Jam and launch her own label, Black Rose Entertainment, was a pivotal moment in her career. The cancellation of Black Roses and the speculation surrounding Jay-Z's dissatisfaction with the album's progress added another layer of uncertainty to her trajectory in the music industry. By choosing to take the independent route, Foxy was signaling a shift in her artistic and professional direction. Starting her own label was a bold move, especially after the challenges she had faced, and it demonstrated her desire to regain control of her career and creative output. However, this transition came with its own set of obstacles, as she navigated the complexities of being an independent artist in an industry that was shifting rapidly. Her departure from Def Jam marked the end of a significant chapter, but it also opened the door to new possibilities. Given the changing music industry landscape and her struggles to release Black Roses, do you think Foxy's decision to go independent was the right move for her career? Or do you think staying with a major label like Def Jam would have led to a different outcome?
What it is, if you think about it, this has never been done before. Every single crew that has gotten together, they started out as a crew, and then they...
Jay-Z's trajectory, from rising star to president of Def Jam, certainly solidified his dominance in the industry, but Foxy Brown's journey took a much more complicated turn. Her shift away from the major label system and the cancellation of Black Roses created a significant gap in her output, leading some fans to question what happened behind the scenes. The comments from people online reflect the continued public scrutiny of their relationship and its lasting impact on her career. However, Foxy's comeback in 2019 was a sign that she hadn't lost her edge or her passion for music. Her remix of Casanova's So Brooklyn and the reunion with the firm on Full Circle demonstrated that she still had the talent and drive to make an impact in the rap game. Working with Nas and other members of the firm showcased her versatility and her ability to hold her own alongside legends of the genre. Do you think Foxy Brown's return to music will help her regain the recognition she deserves? Or do you think the years of silence and the controversies surrounding her career will always overshadow her comeback? Foxy Brown's career indeed reflects the ups and downs of the music industry, with her undeniable talent often overshadowed by the controversies and challenges surrounding her personal and professional life. Her influence on hip-hop is still felt, even though she isn't currently in the spotlight the way she once was. Her collaborations with Jay-Z, in particular, helped define an era, but the whispers surrounding their relationship and the speculations about Jay-Z's personal life have continued to spark public interest and intrigue. The resurfacing of Kathy White's tragic death and the ongoing speculation about Jay-Z's connections to various events adds another layer of mystery to his already scrutinized career. It's hard to ignore how these stories interweave with the public's perception of both him and Foxy. If anything, the truth behind these claims could dramatically reshape how people view the industry and its power dynamics. Do you think the increasing attention on Jay-Z's personal life and his past with Foxy will eventually lead to greater transparency? Or do you feel this will all remain part of the shadowy undercurrent of celebrity culture?